Hi, second graders. Today we are going to be learning and reviewing some addition and subtraction for second grade math. So today I want you to be able to say, I can add and subtract within 1,000 efficiently and effectively. Now, what does efficiently and effectively mean? In our classroom, we have talked a lot about how to be efficient means that you can do it quickly, and to be effective means that you can get the answer right. So I want you to be able to add and subtract numbers between 0 and 1,000 together correctly and quickly. Okay, and to do that, we have so many strategies in second grade. We learned how to use number bonds, number lines, count by 1, 2, 5, 10, or 100, the place value way. But the vertical way, this is the strategy that is going to help you be able to be effective and efficient. My goal for you as second graders is to be able to solve every addition and subtraction problem using the vertical way. Okay, this will help you as your numbers get bigger and bigger. We are going to start with addition. So I have this problem for us, and at the top it says the addition vertical way, which is the standard algorithm. I told you that's the fancy adult language we can use. We know that we have to trade 10 ones for 1 10. We'll bundle our 10 ones and trade them for a 10. Sometimes we have to trade 10 10s. We'll bundle our 10s and trade them for 100, okay? And then if we go into thousands, we even have to bundle 10 hundreds to trade them for 1,000. So I want you to look at this problem first. 566 plus 134. And I want you to think for a second, how am I going to solve this problem? You can pause the video because in a second, I'm going to explain how you solve it. Okay, I hope you got the same answer I did. I got 700, and here's how I did it. I know that I always have to start in my ones place. I have to start in my ones place for addition and subtraction. And in starting with my ones place, first I added 6 plus 4, and that equaled 10. Well, I know that I can't have 10 in my ones place, but the 0 is my 1. I have 0 ones, and so that is going to stay in my ones. And I'm going to bundle my 10 and trade my 10 ones for 110. Okay, and then now I'm going to add 1 plus 6 plus 3, which equaled 10. I did the same thing. My 0 stayed in my tens place. I bundled my 10 tens to give me 100. And then I added 1 plus 5 plus 1, which equals 7. Let's try another one. 905 plus 136. I want you to go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure this one out on your own. All right, did you get 1,041 like I did? Let's see how I did it. First, again, I started in my ones place. 5 plus 6 is 11. I keep the 1 in the ones, bundle my 10 ones and trade them for a 10. My 1 plus 0 plus 3 is 4. I don't have any 10s to bundle into hundreds this time, so I just get to put my 4 10s in the tens place. Then 9 plus 1 is 10. Because I don't have a thousands place, I do not have to bundle my 1,000 to put in the thousands. I can just go ahead and put it down here for my answer of 1,041. Sometimes, second graders, you do not have to trade ones or tens or hundreds. Sometimes, just like what happened here in the tens column, we just have an answer of 0 to 9, and we can just go ahead and put it down. Let's talk about some subtraction now. Subtraction can be a little bit tricky. For subtraction, we work the opposite way. You might trade 110 for 10 ones and 100 for 10 tens. Let's see what that looks like with this problem. I have 472 minus 124. I want you to go ahead and pause the video, see if you can figure it out on your own, and check back with me and see if we came up with the same answer. All right, did you come up with 348? I started in my ones place just like we did in addition. First, I asked myself, can I take 4 away from 2? 2 minus 4, that's going to be -2. I can't do that. So first, I knew that I needed to come and trade one of my tens for 10 ones. So I went ahead and traded this 10, which gave me 10 plus 2, which I know is 12, and left me with just 6 tens. Now I went ahead and solved. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 take away 2 was 4. And 4 take away 1, I can do that, is 3. Let's check out a different problem. 501 take away 233. This problem might be a little bit tricky, but I want you to try and figure it out on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and check back with me. Welcome back. 501 take away 233. Did you get 268? Now this one was tricky. When I asked myself, can I take 3 away from 1? I can't have -2. So I needed to go to my tens place to trade one of my tens for a 1. But I had 0 tens. So I had to go all the way over to the hundreds place. And I traded one of my hundreds for 10 tens. So then I had 10 tens, only 4 hundreds left, but I still needed more over here in the ones place. So I took 110 and traded it for a 1. So now I had 11, take away 3, which was 8, 9, because I traded that 10 for my 1, minus 3 equals 6, and 4 minus 2 equals 2. Now we're going to talk about some story problems. Story problems are real life problems. This is when we really use math. Maybe you're at the store and you're trying to figure out what the better deal is on how much something costs, and you need to do some story problem math in your head. Maybe you're building something. Maybe when you grow up and at your job, you need to figure out how much of something you need. Today, we're all going to be zookeepers, and new animals are coming to the zoo. But we need to figure out how many animals we will have to feed once they get here. So here's our problem. We have 458 animals that are at the zoo. 125 new animals are coming to the zoo. How many animals are we going to need to feed at the zoo now? What is this question asking me? What I usually do first is I find the numbers in my problem. I found 458 and 125. Then I ask myself, what is the story problem wanting to know? And in this problem, they want to know how many animals are we going to feed at the zoo now. So that means that I know I need to add 458 plus 125, because that will be the total number of animals that I will have to feed. You can do this using any strategy that works for you, but remember, our goal is to be able to do the vertical strategy, that standard algorithm for addition and subtraction, to add effectively and efficiently. So I went ahead and I wrote my addition vertical way problem. I want you to pause the video and see if you can solve this before you meet back up with me. Did you get 583? I knew that 8 plus 5 was 13, kept my 3 in the ones, bundled my 10 ones for a 10. 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8, and 4 plus 1 is 5. Now on a story problem, do not forget your label. I will now have 583 animals to feed. I hope you learned something today about addition, subtraction, and story problems. This week, your job will be to practice these skills and see if you can become a second grader who can efficiently and effectively add and subtract.